Hello, and welcome to today's episode of In the Moment. I'm your host, Michael Clark, certified life coach, former therapist, and owner of Clark Coaching Services. I was a therapist for 8 years of my career and have been a life coach for almost 2 years now. And I just want to give back and share my knowledge and experience with you to try to help navigate this thing we call life. Thank you in advance for listening, and I'm so glad you're here. One of my favorite childhood animated characters was Winnie the Pooh. So much so that my nickname from some of my close family members was Pooh. Winnie said something very insightful in one of his movies. He said, "You are braver than you believe and stronger than you seem." Today I want to talk about the strength and something that's really close to my heart. Something I see come up time and time again, both in my life coaching practice and honestly in my own life. It's about asking for help. You know, we live in a world that kind of glorifies the whole lone wolf thing, right? The idea that you've got to be this super independent person who can handle anything life throws your way. And if you can't, well, then you're weak or you're failing somehow. And I think that's just wrong, like fundamentally wrong. Because the truth is, everyone needs help sometimes. Everyone. And admitting that's not weakness. That's actually one of the bravest things you can do. So let's get real for a second. Why is it so hard to ask for help? I mean, think about it. For a lot of us, it's like carrying around this invisible baggage, right? Baggage that is over the airline's weight limit and it doesn't have wheels. So you carry it along with you, dragging it through crowds and around corners, pretending that you're okay and that it's not a struggle. We've been told in a million different ways that we should be able to figure it out on our own. That asking for help is like admitting defeat. It is something that might have even been taught to us, consciously or unconsciously, by our family, our parents, our peers, that you need to be strong, and asking for help is a sign of weakness. This is very important, so please listen carefully to what I'm about to say. What has been learned can be unlearned. So if you were taught that asking for help is weak, and that has been a struggle for you, there is help available to break through that obstacle. I recently asked for help from not only my friends and family, but from complete strangers. I'm trying to grow my life coaching business because I want to help others and give back to those who might be struggling. But my business is not growing as expected. So I reached out to as many as I could and did two things. One, I asked them for help in spreading the word about my business. And two, I humbled myself, allowed myself to be vulnerable, and asked them to tell me what I'm doing wrong and how I could improve and what I could do differently to market and spread the word. That was difficult for me because I knew I would get opinions and criticisms and critiques. But I realized that it was coming from a place of love and respect and not judgment. Let's talk about judgment. With asking for help, there's the whole fear of judgment thing. What will people think? Will they think I'm incompetent? Will I start to believe that myself? These thoughts, they can be so loud, so overwhelming, and they can really isolate you. Other thoughts that might consume you and stop you from asking for help are, my problem is too big or too small. And here's a big one, I don't want to be a burden. Here's the thing, no one, and I mean no one, is meant to go through life alone. Even the most successful people, the people we look up to, they have support systems. They have mentors. They have people to lean on. So let's flip the script. Let's talk about courage, because I believe that admitting you need help, that's courageous. It takes real self-awareness to say, hey, I'm stuck, I'm struggling. And it takes even more courage to actually do something about it. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's power. It means you're willing to take responsibility for your life. You're willing to say, I'm not going to just spin my wheels here. I'm going to find a way forward. And that's empowering. And you know what? When you do ask for help, when you open yourself up to support, amazing things can happen. Whether it's through life coaching, therapy, talking to a friend, whatever, you're opening yourself up to possibilities. Think about it. Fresh perspectives? Sometimes you're just too close to the problem to see the solution. A coach or a therapist can help you see things from a different angle. They can give you that clarity you've been missing and can help you break things down into manageable steps so it's not as overwhelming as it has been. One of the main things I give my clients are tools and strategies to move forward with confidence. The key phrase here is move forward. And the first step to that is asking for help. Life is challenging, but with the right support, you can build emotional strength and start to realize, hey, I can handle this, regardless of what this is. Career, finances, health issues, marriage, parenting, love. Now, I know that fear of judgment is real. But remember, this is about you. It's about your well-being. It's about your future. You deserve to thrive and not just barely survive. And life coaching in particular, it's a powerful way to break free from those limiting beliefs. It's a safe, judgment-free space where you can focus on solutions, on growth, on moving forward. So here's my message to you today. Asking for help isn't throwing in the towel. It's raising the bar. It's saying, I'm worth it. I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to build a brighter future. Don't get me wrong. I know that all sounds corny or cliche, and it is definitely easier said than done. I never promise my clients 100% success in reaching their goals, but I do promise them that I will help support them 100% with the effort. So far, all of my clients have reached their goals, and their only regret was not reaching out to me sooner for help. Take that brave first step. If Winnie the Pooh can do it, I know you can. And just think, the support you need is just one conversation away. And if you're listening to this and you're thinking, yeah, I need that conversation, then just reach out. You can find me as usual at clarkcoachingservices.com. Go there and take a look at what some of my clients have to say about their experiences. Thank you for listening. Remember, you're not alone. And asking for help, that's not weakness. That's strength.